Welcome to the Love Island episode 24 recap. Let's get into some things because I have a lot of thoughts and I want us to be honest and candid. I didn't get to do this last night. And of course, if you want to keep up with the Love Island recaps and you miss any of them, please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. That's where I'll be posting them. But let's start with Olandria. Olandria is my girl. I want to make it crystal clear. I love Olandria down. She is bad. She is phenomenal. She look good. She is the definition of a black queen. Okay? Olandria is the definition of a black queen. She deserves it all. But I need her to pack it up. I need her to pack it up. And I see people saying, oh, it's only been 24 hours. Give her a chance. In the villa, there's no time. You don't get time. I don't know if y'all are realizing it, but people don't have time in the villa. The villa moves very quickly. One day you're in, the next day you're out. Okay? And the truth of the matter is I feel like Olandria does know her worth, but I feel like she is so stuck on being comfortable, and that's probably her issue with dating in general, that she is not moving on the way she needs to. You don't have months to move on in the villa. Okay? You have to move on now. It is now or never. And what y'all are not seeing, and I just said this in my video, we've all been there. Don't get me wrong. We've all been Delulu for Lulu. I'm not one to act like I've never been. And we've all been in situations that are toxic. We've all been breadcrumbed. But what I'm saying to y'all is time in the villa moves different than time outside. Time outside is like you have months to be like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. She is moving on villa time. She got 24 hours to move on. And what I keep saying to y'all, and I said this in my last video, what y'all are not realizing is that the production is setting us up. They are setting us up. And let me tell y'all how. The reason that they showed Taylor saying that he wanted Olandria out the villa and he allegedly didn't vote her out the villa is because they're going to show that during movie night. The reason that is going to be relevant during movie night is because him and Olandria are going to have a talk, and they've made it clear that they're both semi-interested and still exploring. The production team is going to show that during movie night after they've reconnected, and it's going to blow up in his face. I also want to say that they keep showing us clips of them saying they're still open for a reason. There's a reason. There's a method behind the madness. Olandria does not have time to play with Taylor the way she is playing with Taylor. She's got to pick it up and move on. Now, I really want someone else in the villa for her because I also feel like there's nobody in the villa for her. Elan is never going to be her person. And that's why this whole Taylor situation, and I feel like they're intentionally not bringing anyone in that is for Olandria after Jalen, because now this storyline has gone so far that they're riding on this storyline. So I personally think that that's going to happen with Olandria, but I want her to move on before that, and I want her to play in her face, in his face. I want her to play in Taylor's face, but I need her to move on, pack it up. I need her to stand up like the queen she is and let it go. You know what I'm saying? Rosa Parks didn't sit down on that bus for her to be acting like this. I love her. She's fire. She deserves all of the world and more. And the little bit of breadcrumbing that she's getting from him is not going to do it for me. That's not going to work. So I need her to pack it up. Yes, I keep hearing y'all say it's been 24 hours. 24 hours in the villa is like a month. So let's pack it up. Now, Taylor and Clark. I personally feel like Clark has been getting way too much hate. I don't know why everyone hates her so bad. People keep saying her facial expressions, the way that she's moving. I don't really think Clark is moving funny. I think Clark is just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I think Clark is in a situation that she's in and she's trying to make the best of it. I know people keep saying the side eye, the facial expressions, but what do y'all want this girl to do? You have a camera following you 24/7. You're going to make faces. Like, you're going to make faces. I don't think Clark is necessarily doing anything wrong. I think she's just playing a game. I think people are reading too deeply into her facial expressions. To be honest, even when it was time to vote who was supposed to go out the house, she said, do I need to vote? Can y'all pass on me? I just felt like that was her trying her best not to be shady, and people are perceiving her that way. Now, I also feel like people are perceiving her that way because we all love Olandria, and I get that. And Taylor, I feel like the problem I keep having is that when the boys do something wrong, I feel like all of the women get the flack for it versus everyone just needs to say Taylor is the person that's doing all of this and it's his fault. Like, what did you want her to do? She came in and explored what she was trying to explore. And the truth of the matter is that she liked him and he didn't pick her originally. So he picked Coco. Coco Butter Brown down, and Coco was bad as hell. But I do feel like Taylor is the one that's playing the games, and I think we need to be mad at Taylor and focus our anger on Taylor until Clark does something that warrants us being like, oh, get out of here. Like right now, she's playing it really smooth. Her facial expressions are a little bit like, but I feel like that's just life. That's being black. That's my personal opinion. Y'all take it how y'all want to take it. But I don't feel like she deserves the hate that she gets. And I feel like Taylor is about to play in her face anyway, because I feel like everyone is going to get in Taylor's head about Olandria. And Taylor, for whatever reason, I feel like he's going to follow the leader. I think he's going to see how Ace is moving with Shelly. I do think he's going to spin the block. So I also think that y'all need to let her live a little, because I do think that Taylor's about to play in her face anyway. And y'all trying to vote them off. So we'll see what happens. Now, Taylor is who Taylor is. Let's get into this whole Huda situation. Huda is weird as hell. And I'm not listening to nobody who's taking Huda's side in this situation. Now, at first, let me be clear. When the whole situation with Shelly happened, when it was a contest or whatever, it was a challenge, I at first thought that Shelly was being too oversensitive. In my mind, I was like, Shelly, you doing too much. It's a challenge. Like, I don't understand why you would be so mad. But when I saw all of the Islanders' faces and they all looked like they saw a ghost. And then when when Shelly broke it down for us, I realized that we didn't even get the full experience. And the experience that we got was a lot. And then she's the one that made the heart rate go up the most. And then to Shelly's point, it's like two things. One is that I didn't realize that Shelly and Huda had that conversation about Chris. I thought Shelly told Huda, like, I'm not interested in him, you could pursue him. But once Shelly explained to us that she felt like Huda was being weird and she thought that situation was a little weird, and that she made it seem like she was doing it just for Shelly, we didn't see that. We didn't see Huda saying, oh, I'm gonna keep him in the house for you. We didn't see her saying that. So when Shelly told us that Huda said it was for her, I was like, oh, that's weird. And then also, to Shelly's point, when it was Huda and Jeremiah was in the house, nobody was allowed to even look at Jeremiah. You couldn't blink at Jeremiah. If you blinked at Jeremiah, it was beef. Remember when Amaya came in, she was walking around telling everybody that Amaya was messy because she said that Jeremiah was her type. Y'all remember that when somebody else, I think it's when Iris came in, she asked if Huda and Jeremiah were closed off. And Huda was like, oh yeah, we are closed off, but not by words. Like, she was being weird. So for her to then turn around and put that thing on Ace the way that she did, and we only saw a glimpse of it, is weird behavior. I think Shelly's right. Like, that's weird. You're supposed to be my friend. Why are you moving funny? Like, that's weird behavior. Now, I will also say that when Huda pulled Andrina and Amaya for the chat, I felt like at first I was like, okay, she's sincere. She doesn't want Shelly to be mad at her. But then when she was saying the icing on the cake part and she started smirking, oh, you trying to be funny. You trying to be funny. That's what it gave me. It gave you trying to be funny now, because you was smiling a little too hard. It was giving giggles and laughs. Like, what was that about? And then when it's the throwing the cheeks in the face. And to me, the reason that it feels like it's a competition for her with Shelly is because also the way that she went about dancing with Chris and Ace, those are the two people that we saw. Those are the two people she put the most effort in. And those are the two people who are after Shelly. So now it feels weird. Now it feels like you moving funny. And to be honest, Huda's not liked enough to be moving that funny. She really just needs to chill. Like, you hold it. And honestly, the girls have been riding with her down since the beginning. So for you to now get on here and act funny is weird behavior. So I don't know. It's given that you messing with Shelly's people. Now, I will say Shelly was playing the field this episode. And I can't say I didn't like it. Shelly was playing the field. And the reason I liked it is because I feel like Ace has been playing the field this whole time. And Shelly has been patient with him. And I feel like now Shelly got two men after her. And when she went back and gave Chris more, that's because she wants to kiss Chris outside of a challenge. That's because she wants to explore Chris outside of a challenge, but Ace is making it too hard. And what I don't like about what's going on, so two things can be true at once. I respect Ace because I love that he's like, I'm about to go harder. Like, this makes me want to go harder. But also, you're only going harder now because there's somebody else in here for her. When there was nobody else for Shelly, even though everybody liked Shelly, nobody was trying to lock it down. The other thing is, if you're going to go hard, then close it off. Close it off. Yes, you waited because you don't want to make it seem like you're closing it off right now, but you should have closed it off. And you was trying to explore Iris. You chose Amaya over Shelly. Like, let's not forget that you was out here being weird, especially when you was trying to explore Iris. Iris. When you chose Amaya over Shelly and you had the option to pick Shelly who was standing right in front of you, okay. I'm just saying. And then you was trying to save Coco. You wasn't applying the right amount of pressure. And now you applying the pressure because you know that you could potentially lose her. And now Shelly got somebody that she can explore with. And now you feeling stressed out about it. And I like that he's feeling stressed out about it because you clearly needed the pressure. But when he started saying in the sauna, like, oh, I don't really like that she's trying to still explore, even though I locked it in with her and I chose her. But sir, she's been trying to choose you and you was exploring the whole time and she didn't give you a hard time about it. She never gave you a hard time about it. And she's still open. So for me, I'm like, you can't turn around and now tell her that she shouldn't be allowed to explore or you don't like it. And honestly, apply pressure if you want to. I'm not mad at him for applying pressure as he should. Have you seen Shelly? You should have been applying pressure. And I'm not mad at that. But what I'm saying is you can't now come in with this feeling of like, oh, I don't like that she's doing this, blah, blah, blah. That don't work that way. But am I happy that Ace is finally ready to lock it down? Yes. Get it together. Sir, pull it together. But am I also happy for Shelly because she's getting to explore with Chris? Yes. And when he said, my Shelly amor, birdie as a summer day, I liked it. I liked the little songwriting. I like that. But I need Ace to get it together. But I also think Shelly should explore Chris because he seems like he really likes her. That's unfortunately, my face is breaking out. He really likes her. And it's like, whatever. But let's see what happens. I'm not mad at Shelly for playing the field. I feel like she deserves to play the field. And she going to do what she got to do. So that's that on that. Ace need to get with the program. And I'm not mad at him, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and also, I just have to say this. I'm tired of all the Ace stands. Y'all make it so hard to even enjoy talking about the show because y'all are delusional. Y'all try to make it seem like Ace has never done anything wrong. Ace has literally been exploring everybody. Ace picked Amaya over Shelly and then realized he couldn't stand Amaya after knowing Amaya for less than 24 hours. Please, okay? That's just the truth. And again, I keep saying this. I'm an Ace fan. I like Ace. I don't hate him. But we're not going to sit here and lie. We're just not going to sit here and lie. We're not going to act like Ace wasn't over there running around the house being whatever. Y'all just like him. He's a good looking guy. I get it. Y'all like him because of that. But let's move on. Okay. Let's get to Nick. Let's start with Nick and Olandria and move to Nick and Ciara. I really want y'all to let go of this Nick Olandria thing. I really think that, and I get what y'all are saying when I said that they're like brother and sister, like best friends, and y'all are like, best friends don't kiss like that. In the real world, they don't. On a show where they are supposed to be kissing and everybody's kissing everybody, it's not that big of a deal. Nick and Olandria are not meant to be together. They don't like each other like that. And to be honest, the only reason they did all of that in Casa Amor was because the production team made them be a couple. Nick and Olandria do not go together. They don't go together. They don't like each other like that. And And I actually like the dynamic they have because Nick is protective over Olandria. That's what y'all are seeing. Y'all are seeing that Nick is protective over Olandria because he cares about her as a person, as a human. And I actually love that. And we need to keep encouraging that to happen. And I also feel like a lot of people feel the way they do because they're not used to seeing men be protective over women without having an ulterior motive. And so I think that a lot of people are seeing him be protective over her and how much he cares about her. And they think they need to be together, but it's because people are not used to seeing men be protective over women, and he's just being protective over her. So it's not a thing. Like, they're never going to be together. Olandria doesn't like him. Like, she doesn't. And y'all need to accept that. And also, Olandria keeps telling y'all her type. She wants a country man. She literally, and she's not saying black, but she wants a country black king. And I need y'all to understand that. I need y'all to understand that. And Nick and Elan are never going to be that. So we need to move on. They're great friends, though, and I love their dynamic, but it's not for her. Now, Ciara and Nick. Nick is funny because crashing out, Nick crashing out because of how Elan is moving with Ciara is mad funny. The way he was like, I don't like him, I don't fuck with him, I don't care. Like, I don't care. He was throwing a fit. But it's also like, Nick, you was outside. You was outside for mad long. And when Ciara tried to talk to you about closing it off, you didn't want to close it off. You didn't want to close it off. When she brought up closing it off to you, you was like, I'm still open. I still want to explore.